Now, I know we're only in the month of August, but I had to do this video, bro. The last time I did one of these videos was 2 years ago. And I ain't gonna lie, I was on YouTube scrolling through and I saw my brother Seth Fowler drop this video 3 months ago. So I'm like, well, I mean, Seth did it 3 months ago. Why not now then, you feel me? Today, guys, I'm gonna give you the top 10 Jordan 1 releases of 2023. Let's get to it. Now, guys, there's a lot of other Jordan 1s releasing later on in this year, and I'm going to actually add them into this list. But if you guys want me to, I'll do a follow-up to this list at the end of the year because there's a possibility that my opinions could change. I would say there's about 3 to 4 shoes on this list that hasn't even released yet on the Jordan 1 category. So with that reasoning, who knows? I mean, things just might change. So let's get straight into it, man. Let's get it. Coming in at number 10, we have the Jordan 1 Lucky Green. Now, these released on April 15th for a retail price point of $180. Kind of think every single one of these is gonna be around 180. Maybe there might be some 200s here and there. I'll stand corrected. And in my opinion, it was definitely a really nice release. We've had previously the Pine Green Jordan 1s. This Lucky Green came around, and for the most part, it was a success because previous Lucky Green or Pine Green 1s sometimes were hit or miss, like the black and green Jordan 1s that had dropped, I believe, the previous year, that for the most part sat on shelves for a little bit longer than I expected. That's when I started realizing that the ones were not always instant sellouts like they once were. The Lucky Green, though, very nice. You know, high up on the list, but doesn't take away from the fact that it was a very nice release because I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I counted how many Jordan 1s there were so far, or at least how many notable Jordan 1s that there were so far, and I got 20 on the list. So I had 20 shoes in total, and I had to pretty much split that in the top 10 and in the top 20. And if you want to see a top 20, maybe we could do that later on. But yeah, the Lucky Green is number 10. Coming in at number 9, you guys are gonna hate me, but please forgive me. And just listen what I'm gonna say. The number 9 shoe is the Jordan 1 Low Year of the Rabbit. Yeah, the Jordan 1, you remember that shoe? Yeah, I barely did because the shoe released on January 21st. And it was a pretty much, the way they dropped it, I believe, was like shock drop, exclusive access, all the above, to where damn near nobody even got the shoes. And the fact that the shoe released so early into the year, those shoes typically get left behind. And what I mean by that is a shoe that releases in December of 2022 normally is hard to make that top 10 list because it's right there when you're making the list. The same goes for a shoe that released in 2023. It's usually hard to remember those shoes that released in the beginning of the year for the same exact reasoning. It's just like, bro, there's so much that's happened since then that it's almost hard to even remember that this shoe released. This shoe is currently going right now. If you want to buy a size 8.5, you're going to be spending $500. If you want a size 12, you're going to be spending almost $1,500. And there's really not any other shoe that's going to be on this list that is that crazy of as far as a resale price. And the shoe, in my opinion, is like so limited that it's hard to even call it a release. But I had to add it to the list because it technically is one. But that's why it's at number 9. Very nice shoe, just not top of the list for me. Coming in at number 8, we have the Jordan 1 Spider-Man. Now, these released on May 20th. The movie was amazing. I hate to compare, the first with the second. I hate just doing that in general because then you try to take away from what its greatness is. I just gonna say that I like the first one, slightly more, but the movie is amazing and I'm looking forward to the third one. I mean, if the first one's a 10, this one's like a 9.5. It's not that hard behind, but that's the movie. The shoes, it's a little bit slightly different. You feel what I'm saying? Definitely still one of the best, in my opinion, that released this year. As far as compared to the original one, I would say not really. But as far as the shoe hitting its theme, hitting its target of what it's trying to represent, I definitely feel like the second one, the one that released this year, did a better job on that. I feel like that shoe represents the movies more than the first one. The first one was like a Jordan 1 Chicago with a little bit of highlight 3M sprinkles on it. This one is literally taken out of the comic books. It looks like a comic book. It looks like an animated film. It plays its role and its part very, very well. So I give it an A+ on that. I actually got a pair of those for baby Tonyd2wild. So he's already got a pair of those sitting, waiting on ice. So when he comes out that Punjani, you feel what I'm saying? That, yeah, you get me? He got a pair just waiting on him, but he's gonna have to grow a little bit. These actually retail for $200 compared to the 180, and for that reasoning, I understand it's for a movie and all that. And I want to say it had a special box. Maybe I'm wrong there, but it was definitely a special shoe. It was good. It was good. But that's number 8. Coming in at number 7, we have the Teyana Taylor Jordan 1 Comfort 2, and this is a rose from Harlem. It is a Jordan 1 still. I know we might hate to put it in there, but I mean, it's literally a Jordan High Zoom Air Comfort 2. Jordan 1 High. So I got to put it on the list. And it's crazy. That's why this shoe is so dope, because it's not even a OG High or anything like that, or an 85 High. It's a Jordan 1 High Comfort. And I don't think I've ever added those to the list. I think this is the first time. But the shoe itself was A1 steak sauce. I mean, amazing. And I can't lie, ladies, Jordan Brand women's division, y'all definitely killed it and knocked it out the park this year when it came to shoes. You made men out there like me. I ain't never been against copping a shoe if it's in a women's size. I don't play like that, but you know, some other people might think different. But this shoe in general, retail was $160. Materials was amazing. The colors were amazing. The shoe story was amazing. You know, it paid tribute to Tupac, a rose that grew from concrete. I loved everything about it. You know, respects to her and what she does. The shoe itself hit it on the head. The box, the presentation, everything about this shoe was A1. So I gotta give a huge shout out to her for killing it, because there's not that many women in the Jordan division that's represented, like Billie Eilish, Teyana Taylor. They don't really do the Allie Mae as much. I believe it's Allie Mae. Correct me if I'm wrong. But there's not that many, you know, women being represented from the Jordan Brand side. So seeing her come through and just kill it like that, you know, applause to her on that. Applause, applause, applause. I like this shoe a lot, and I hope to see more, you know, in the future. Hopefully they give her like an actual, like a 3 or something like that. I would like to see that. And the funniest thing, these actually resold. Like, they were going for like resale, like they were going for a lot, $300 to $400. They probably still are going for that. And that's just crazy for a comfort, in my opinion. Coming in at number 6, we have the Jordan 1 85 High Black and White. Now, these have been given the name, and I know y'all hate it, but they gave them the name, the pandas and all that. Me, personally, I like to call them the stealths. But even if you look up the stealths, you won't even find what I'm calling it, like why I call it that. But back in 2015, these shoes released, and then they released them now again. But when they were released in 2015, my video is still up on YouTube. You can look it up. I got baby dreads. They were called the stealths back then. They made a version of 85 High that, you know, represented the more original release of the shoe, and it retailed at $200 with the 85 High cut and premium leathers and all that. Released on February 15th, and for the most part sold out. Typical black and white shoe. I actually still got it. Here y'all go, man. I haven't worn them, but I will wear them one day. These are definitely not a shoe that I'm pressed about wearing immediately. It definitely will stay in the collection for a very, very long time, because this is a black and white Jordan 1. Like, you can't go wrong with this. And for that reason, I got Panda Lows that have been sitting on the side of this, and I think I'm just gonna get rid of them. I believe I had some highs as well. If I find them, I'm getting rid of those and the lows, because these are just good enough, bro. Like, I would rock these before I would rock a Panda Low or a Panda High. So be on 2wild's closet, because those might be up there by the end of this video. Real talk. But these are nice, clean, very simple, black and white, Jordan 1 High, 85 with the cut. Nip it in the butt, you feel what I'm saying? Guys, if you haven't already, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Click the bell so that all post notifications are always turned on. Follow me over on Twitter at Tonyd2wild, Instagram at Tonyd2wild. And also, if you like to, you know, shoot guns here and there, go pull up on the 2Wild Guns channel. I will link it all down below in the description. And if you like extended sneaker content, I just dropped a video about the shot drop going on Sneakers Day over on 2Wild for TV. The links to all that are down below in my description. Oh yeah, also, Sample Industries, Wildlife Tee, available now. Coming in at number 5, we have the Jordan 1 UNC Toe. Now, these released on July 22nd, a very more recent release of what has dropped this year. And I like the shoe overall. I think there's just something about the UNC colorway that just hits for everybody, you feel me? And I had a lot of people that were upset about me putting the UNC 5 on the top regret list. And I even commented to one person that you gotta understand, there's the Jordan 3 UNC, the Jordan 4 UNC, the Jordan 5 UNC, the Jordan 6 UNC that have all dropped in the past couple of years now. We also have a Jordan 1 UNC that dropped like what, last year, the UNC with the black swoosh. Now we have this UNC toe. We got so many goddamn UNC colorways at this point, bro. I don't need a Jordan 5 UNC. It just is what it is. But going back, the UNC toe, it's sitting there right now. It's not a bad colorway. I mean, obviously it's got beauty to it, man. UNC overall, And I would choose this over the 5. And I think that's why I got rid of the 5, because I got enough of this already in the collection. You feel me? And even this shoe, man, like, I definitely got to put some work in it or it's got to go. If I'm not rocking this stuff, I'm damn sure ain't stocking this stuff. You feel me? Don't stock it, rock it. You feel me? Just rock your kicks. My mindset's definitely changed from that. Like, I'm rocking my kicks. I already do rock my kicks, but I don't want to stock my kicks. I don't want my shoes stocked up in a goddamn closet getting dust. Like, if I'm not rocking it, bro, I ain't trying to be stocking it. You feel me? And I didn't create that line. That line's been around for a minute. Coming in at number 4, we have the Union Jordan 1. Now, please listen to me, because y'all finna be mad. See, we're almost like anti-hypebeast at this point. Like, that's y'all are already in the camera screaming it, right? I hear somebody, hey, bro, you a hype?
You're a hype. Hey, man, you're a hype beast. You only like the hype beast.
You're a hype beast. Bro, you're a hype
beast, bro.
Relax, okay? Please relax. But listen to me, okay? Let me just make sure I said the name right. This is the Union LA Betsy Beauty Supply, the summer of 96. These are gonna be releasing so far. They're saying it's gonna be releasing on the 24th, so that's like almost like in 10 days. And retail price point is gonna be $200. Now, the reason why I like the shoe, right, is because of the woven material. And the reason why I like the woven material is because I've been doing YouTube for 10 years now. And there was a point in doing YouTube that the woven joints, the woven Nike shoes, the Footscapes, I believe it, like, it was A1. I got a review of Footscapes on this channel, you feel me? Bull's got multiple pairs of Footscapes on his channel. Like, there was a time when that was the thing. Like, it was popping, panties dropping, non-stopping. You feel me? So seeing that shoe coming back and seeing it mixed up with the Jordan brand, what Union's doing, I applaud them. And then second of all, how they were able to mesh the two is crazy as well. But that's the reason why I like it, because I already told y'all several times, like, there's more to this Jordans and Nikes, you feel me, and Adidas and all that. Like, there's more just in general, right? And like a Footscape nowadays, if I reviewed it, like nowadays, people wouldn't even know what the hell it is or even give it a chance of a review. So I like the fact that Union is bringing like another model into the picture to kind of give it that light. And Nike's been doing that for quite some time now. For instance, the Mac Attack, they're bringing Travis Scott on board to just kind of teach the newer audience about these models, so that when these new models do come out, there's some, you know, correlation. You feel me? So we might be seeing some more Footscapes coming down the pipeline, and I'm all for it at the end of the day. This shoe is definitely going to be hyped. It's definitely going to be a resale shoe. It's going to be all the bad things that we say about it. But I honestly like the look of this shoe, and I never changed my mind about it. A lot of people hate it. A lot of people are now warming up to it. A lot of people hate it, and people still hate it. And if you hate it, that's all good, okay? Just don't hate me, all right? Let me like it. You can hate the shoe, but don't hate me, okay? That's all. And you hating the shoe, I still like you. I like you even though you hate the shoe, okay? I love y'all. Coming in at number 3, we have the Jordan 1 Satin Bread. Ladies, this is a women's exclusive. I'm gonna let y'all know that I'm kicking the door. I'm coming in, okay? Now, to all the men out there, please just answer this question. I'm not mad at y'all. I'm not mad at y'all, but I wanna just hear it now, right? The Jordan 1 Satin Bread released a few years back in the bread colorway and the royal colorway, right? And it was satin, both. And I'm gonna make a tweet about this. They were both satin, and they were men's shoes that dropped at Walters, and I believe a place in Texas. They dropped and they were numbered. They're going for $3,000 right now on GOAT, those shoes. Fast forward to 2023, we're now dropping this same exact shoe, but as a women exclusive. Are you not gonna cop that shoe now because the label says women's? Please let me know down below in the comment section. If you're one of those people that stick to that label thing, like, I'm not wearing women's shoes. Like, I've been telling y'all now that these labels are slapped on at the very end. I don't think that these shoes are born as women. Like, we're gonna make a woman's shoe starting now, boom, make it, and then say, it's been a women's shoe the whole time. No, I feel like a lot of these shoes, or at least the majority of these shoes, are made, and then they're like, who we gonna cater to? Or what we gonna put on here? Because at the end of the day, they know that people are still gonna buy it, regardless if it's a label or not. Hell, they even put the unisex men and women size, even if it's a women's shoe, they got the men's size on the box now. So if you're one of those people, let me know, is that label the determining factor for you? And the fact, what I'm trying to say is, but it was once a men's shoe, satin bread, now it's a women's satin bread, you feel what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let that label dictate whether I'm buying it or not. I just wanna, like, that's a good discussion, and I would love to hear more of that down below in the comment section. Now, supposedly these are releasing on October 18th. Women's will be $180. Little kids $85, and infant toddlers $70. So I'm going I'm getting the whole family. Me, Nikki, and the baby gonna get those. We're gonna have a big family picture and all that. Those shoes are gonna be the family picture that we're gonna send you guys the postcard for Christmas, okay? That's gonna be y'all's Christmas postcard. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna get the 2wild postcard sent to you. Maybe I'll make like a little newsletter that I can just, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, go check out Tonyd2wild.com. I actually have a website. I'm getting some ideas here. Okay, nevertheless, this shoe though is dropping. I think it's gonna be A1 steak sauce. It's a bread. Breads do well. Breads are always top dog when it comes to the Jordan 1. Breads are always like there, but Chicago bread, Royal, top 3 Jordan 1 colorways for the majority of the people out there in the world. You could disagree, that's fine, but bread, it's the Dundada. It's the original Dundada. So it don't really matter how you package it, whether you package it in a patent Jordan 1 bread like that one up there, or if you want to do suede or whatever, it's gonna hit. Which leads us to the second shoe, the Jordan 1 Reimagined Royal. Now, I'm not a big fan of this Reimagined for this shoe, as well as what they're doing for the Jordan 4. If you guys don't know, the Jordan 4 Reimagined is releasing in 2024 is a bread that's all leather. I'm not a fan of this Reimagined Royal that's dropping out. That's gonna be an all suede. Like, I wish they would have just kept it very similar to how they did it with the Lost and Founds and did that with the Royal. Kept it in an old school fashion, the same way they did the 3 Reimagined, the same way they did the Jordan 1 Reimagined. Give us the nostalgia look, because that's what we kind of want. And this is one of those colorways you could do it for. But instead they went with a suede material. Supposedly releasing on November 4th for a retail price point of $180. We've seen DJ Khaled already rock a pair of these. We've seen multiple people. I think Kais even had a pair that he showed on his channel. And in my opinion, I'm a little iffy when it comes to how the material is looking. Now, I'm gonna get it because it's a Reimagined Royal. I had the I think it was like 18 or 15 or whatever, like the last Royal that dropped with the tumble leather. They dropped the bread one, they dropped the Royal one. I got the last one of those too, right? So I'm gonna get my hands on those and I'm gonna rock them. But I'm a little iffy on how those are gonna come out. Regardless of the fact, it's going to be a shoe that's gonna hit. It's a colorway, like I said, it don't matter how you package it, bread, Chicago, or Royal. You can package it with suede, you can package it with leather, you can package it in patent leather, you can package it with armadillo ass material on it. It's still gonna sell because it's a Royal and it's one of the original Dundadas. So be expecting these to do numbers in my humble opinion. And there's a potential that these 2 and 3 shoes could become number 1 on my list if I do another part down the road. But coming in at number 1 at this point, I think Travis Scott stole it again this year with the women's Travis Scott Low Black Olive. Now, it's definitely a hard shoe to get your hands on. I know a lot of y'all gonna disagree, and I'm gonna be 100% honest. Even making this video, I'm starting to think like, damn, you know, really the satin breads or the Royals could be in that one slot. Some people, the Unions might be in their one slot. Some people, the UNC Toe might even be in that one slot. And that's why if we get this video to 1,000 likes, which is fairly easy in my opinion, I'll do a part 2 near the end of the year, following up how I stand with the Jordan 1. I might do like a Jordan 1 or of course a top 10 sneakers of 2023. But I just feel like right now that shoe is definitely up there. I think I did the reverse mochas last year. You know, it is what it is. Now, don't get me wrong. That don't mean that this is the best shoe of 20. Remember, we're on a Jordan 1 video. We're not on a top 10 sneaker video. There's other shoes out there, but Jordan 1s, which in my opinion has been it's been a little boring in my opinion. I could put that shoe at that list. That puts that, the Tiana Taylor, the satin one that's dropping. It's a lot of Jordan 1s, a lot of women's shoes that are just, you know, hitting right now. So salutes. These released also on April 26th for a retail price point of $150 and are in the secondary market right now for $400 to $1,000 depending on the size that you wear. With that being all said, the Black Olive is my number 1 Jordan right now. Let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. Give me your top 3, your top 5, whatever it is, what's releasing, what's not. And I would love to hear it down below in the comment section. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm out. Peace.